Good morning and welcome to You Look Good. Okay, for real. Today we are doing an install. I'm doing a Microloc twist extensions install. She's getting hair color 1B, length I believe 14 inches. And yeah, I'm just gonna take you through the process. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I have other videos on the same technique. I'm gonna part out my boxes and I'm gonna get to work. If you have questions, leave them below, and let's get started. Happy Thursday. Hello all. So today we have a client that is getting Microloc twist extensions like I previously stated, and she has a benefiting in the crown of her head. Now, typically this is a normal thing I see. I see this pretty often with clients having either thinning spots around the edges or in the crown of the head. So in order to make this a successful install, I size according to what's going on in your head. Okay, if that makes sense. So you'll see as I get, first and foremost, when sizing the rest of her locks, I took into account that she has thinning on her head. So the idea is to not cause more thinning. So I didn't do a super small size for that reason. I want to make sure the base is strong enough to handle what comes next. Once I get to the area that she has the thinning in, I tweak my sizing a bit and my spacing. I just try to make sure the base is strong enough for the rest. Now, with that being said, as time goes on and she continues to come to me for her for her maintenance and things, once I see changes, say if her hair starts to thicken up and maybe it's too much hair in that one, I will take that out and do what I need to do. Or maybe that area seems a little too stressed, I need to take some hair out, I'll do that according to what's going on. The thing about locks, especially with extensions, is the experience is individualized. It's all about you and what's going on with your head. So I can't necessarily state by looking at someone's head, hey, this is what I would do to your head in comparison to what I would do to someone else's, because everybody's head and hair textures and density and scalp issues are all different. So with that being said, I just want you guys to kind of pay attention, especially those of you who have thinning areas. I get a lot of messages about your thinning and things like that. I think anything is possible. You can get whatever style you would like. However, you just have to make concessions for where your scalp is and the health of your hair. So with that being said, I feel like I wrapped y'all up real good in the beginning of this video. So watch some. If you have any questions, drop them below, and I'll see you once this thing is lit.
Emotions moving slow mo, can't picture us together, so you better not post these photos. Ain't no caption needed, spread your legs like Jordan logo, huh? Look, broke it harder to start balling. Once I started ignoring women, the women they kept calling. Singleness I stood, these women they kept falling. Once I waved my red flags, these women they be all in.
Dog tag swing when I step. Scars on my heart, no regrets. They say love ain't war, well bet. Still on guard, who next? Dog tag swing when I step. Scars on my heart, no regrets. They say love ain't war, well bet. Still on guard, who
I'm the type
next?
of man to stay in a relationship. If the love ain't really real, I'm good at faking it. Recent ex, she still around cause she my favorite. Girl, let's go on how we feel, we shouldn't label this. Oh, you like a bad boy, okay, I'm dangerous. Oh, you want a thug, then I'm banging it. Oh, you like a nice guy, okay, let's hang again. I'd rather throw on any mask to feel that pain again. Keep riding and keep sliding. Why you taking so offensive on days when I need silence? Trust the issues weighing me heavy, that's inside it. Love had me out here bleeding, I kept fighting. Saw the ugly truth in these women, I kept trying. Removing all my pride and my scars, they kept lying. Seeking after love, but I question what it means. Ain't no medals for the wounded, just reminders of defeat. So my
dog tag swing when I step. Scars on my heart, no regrets. They say love ain't war, well bet. Still on guard, who next? Dog tag swing when I step. Scars on my heart, no regrets. They say love ain't war, well bet. Still on guard, who next? Dog tag swing when I step. Scars on my heart, no regrets. They say love ain't war, well bet. Still on guard, who next?
When I get to the area where there is the thinning, I like to ask, well, I really ask this question during the consultation as well as when they sit on my chair, and it's an ongoing conversation as we go through the process of getting an install. But essentially I ask them, like, what is the cause of their thinning? Because some people, it could be I had a bad set of braids and it pulled a lot of my hair out, menopause, premenopause, babies, all of the things. You know, as women, we have so many things going on with our hormones, and our hair definitely reflects a lot of the times what's going on. So I like to have that conversation with them. So in doing their hair, I can also keep in mind of what my expectations are going forward. So say it's attention based, that you've lost a lot of hair. So once I retie it, or even when I interlock it the first time, I make sure I'm not going to put too much tension. In addition to that, I make sure when I do the maintenance that I also don't do a lot of tension. Say it's because of you had a baby and you're having something around the edges, you know, your hair falls out, things like that. Then I'll say, okay, we'll probably change the sizing of these in the front depending on what comes back and what doesn't, how thick it'll be, if the shedding is picked up even more by the time I see you. So I make those adjustments per our conversations and what I'm seeing on the scalp. So I think it's important to keep in mind that locking your hair, and really any hairstyle, honestly, is going to be subjective to what's going on with your client's head or your own head. So keep that in mind when, you know, you're looking at other people's hair and you're like, oh, that's cute, they did this and this and this. And it's good to get inspired, but definitely you have to figure out what methods work for you. Comes the takedown portion where we take down the braids that I've done. During this time, I'm obviously telling them the at-home maintenance. They're asking me any lasting questions. The intentions are that her hair will thicken up in the areas where it's a bit finer, and we will be keeping an eye on it as we go through the process. So if you want to be updated on this install, please let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.